Good morning, folks. Welcome into Good Day, Oklahoma. I'm Wayne Stafford.
I'm Alexis Young, and we have to get right over to meteorologist Conrad Sapinski. The National Weather Service is issuing a tornado warning. Conrad, take it away.
Alexis, I know things are starting to improve, so things are definitely looking much better. So now let's get a little bit more into some news, not quite out of the woods when it comes to some severe thunderstorm warnings, but we'll get into some first and main weather coming up here very shortly. Alexis?
That's right, Conrad. I have been monitoring the traffic, and it is starting to lighten up here in the metro, and we'll be checking in on that later on in the show. But I think for now, we just have to go ahead and see you guys in just a minute.
Yep.
Thanks, Conrad. Well, now it's time to look at how the weather has impacted your drive times. Now, earlier we saw a lot of delays. There's still some backups going on. It's time for your Kalidi Kia Steer Clear traffic update. Now, I want to start off with if you're heading from northbound I-35 into I-40 into the city. Now, people are driving 35 miles per hour. It's about 22-minute drive. Meanwhile, over here on State Highway 37 to I-40, people are driving around 43 miles per hour. Now, there's rain out there. It is slick out there, so people have reduced their speed by quite a lot. People are driving about 18 minutes on this roadway. I want to check up here because in Bethany, now, even though this is a streetway, this is Northwest 39th Expressway from North Council Road all the way to North Portland. People are slowing down to 18 miles per hour. This is a 14-minute drive. Now, this is going to impact your roadways wherever you're at right now in the metro because, again, people are slowing down quite a bit because of those slick roadways. So give yourself about 10 to 15-minute drive. Now, let's go ahead and take a live look at our ODOT traffic cam. This is showing just how sleek those roadways are, so be careful. Drive about what I would recommend, 10 to 15 lower than what you normally would. This is I-235 and North 23rd. So as you can see, people are on the roadways. Stay safe out there, y'all. That's your Steer Clear traffic update. Your time, 7:25 and happening right now. We are keeping an eye on those weather conditions on the south side of the metro and how it's impacting the roadways. Good Day, Oklahoma's Sophia Cabrera is live on the road near I-35. Sophia, what are you seeing? We see there's a lot of rain out there right now. All right, thanks, Conrad. Well, hey, speaking of the weather, it is impacting your traffic. It's time for your Kalidi Kia Steer Clear traffic update. Now, all these red dots that you're seeing right here, these are accidents. Now, most of them are non-injury. One is injury, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So let's talk about your drive time. 20 minutes from State Highway 37 to I-40. We are seeing this backup starting all the way down south in Newcastle, moving into the city. People are slowing down because of this rain. 38 miles per hour is your average. Meanwhile, over here on northbound I-35, Flood Ave to I-40, it's going to take you 22 minutes from the Moore area moving into the city. Now, people have slowed down to 35 miles per hour on average. Now, this is an accident that's impacting this as well as that rain. So give yourself some time. I would honestly suggest about 15 more minutes to adding to your time just to get into work on time. Now, eastbound I-40 to John Kilpatrick to I-44 is going to take you about 10 minutes. We're not seeing any accidents, any backups here, but people are slowing down because of that rain, so they're going about 53 miles per hour. Now, remember that accident I told you about? That's up north in the Lake Hefner area. Now, this is in the southbound lanes. People are driving a bit slower here. This is causing a delay up to at least 15 minutes to get through. Once you pass that Village area and you're heading into Edmond, that's where you're going to find that crash. Now, this is an injury crash, so be mindful. People and crews are on the scene right here. ODOT is reporting this right here. Let's take a live look at your ODOT traffic cam, though. Now, this is Lake Hefner Parkway and 122nd. Now, this is what's impacting with that injury crash that I was mentioning earlier in the Lake Hefner Parkway area. This is heading into Edmond, apologies. So be careful, be mindful. And as you can see right there, it's back to back. People aren't moving very fast at all. That's your Steer Clear traffic update. Plus, after leading Oklahoma City Police on a chase through the metro, we're learning 2 people have been arrested. Officials say a unit with the Village Police Department tried pulling over a driver of a truck after they were caught speeding in the Village yesterday morning. But the driver then took off as soon as they heard sirens.
At which point officers tried to take the occupants from inside that vehicle into custody. They simply refused, backed up, rammed one of our scout cars, pulled forward and rammed that scout car again before fleeing.
I'll tell you what, you should never flee from the police because this chase ended near Northwest 164th and May Avenue. Police say they arrested the driver and a passenger who jumped out of the truck during the chase. Matt, well, hey, we've got your back this morning. A warning from cybersecurity experts after Oklahomans came under attack from one of the world's most aggressive ransomware operations. Take a listen, because Ron Vaughn says the Inc. ransom group is responsible for a series of security breaches that happened last year, including one in November that crippled the code red emergency notification system. Now, this system warns us of tornadoes, flash floods, and wildfires. Vaughn says personal information and passwords were also stolen from thousands of people in Veneta, Grove, and Carlton Landing, which can be used for identity theft, account takeovers, and home burglaries.
We're able to get in on an old legacy part of the software of this particular service provider. And they got in there. They resided there for about 10 days. That got in about November 1st. I believe they encrypted the data about November 11th. And then they sent out a ransom demand for $150,000.
Vaughn is also telling us the best way to prevent a hacker from stealing your sensitive information is by setting up two-way factor authentication. This is going to help block up to 90% of all cyber attacks. Thanks, Sophia. All right, turning to developing news, we're learning a War Acres man has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for possession of child pornography. According to a release from the Department of Justice, 38-year-old Brendan Cooper was given a sentence of 10 years in prison following a 10 years of supervised release. Cooper was charged in late 2024 before pleading guilty to charges last year. Now, the case was investigated by the FBI and War Acres police, who traced Cooper's IP address, finding the content on his phone.